What's going on, guys? Asian Eyes White Dragon here. So this is going to be a deck profile for the Sneak Peek deck that I ran. It's just pretty fun. I ended up getting first place and I won this map for it. But let me show you the deck that I was running, and it's just kind of fun just to see what cards some people were playing. So I'll zoom in so then that way you can kind of read the cards. And so first off, for spells, I pulled two of these, Full Strike Force. This card is actually really good. What it does, it says, target one face-up monster your opponent controls during this turn. It can't be destroyed by battle, and players take no battle damage from the attack. And if it attacks the opponent's monster, destroy the opponent's monster after damage calculation. So basically, if your opponent gets out a bigger monster, a big beat stick, or a huge defender, this card basically lets you get over it. And it's really helpful. Like, I would say this card is basically tier 1. Like, if you pull 3 of these, you should be good for a lot of stuff. And then there's that interplanetary like dragon thing, that common card, where it's a dark. Whenever your monsters are destroyed by battle or by card effect, you get to special summon him, and he's 2200 attack, and he's really good, and he's kind of hard to get over. And then next up, Inzektor Sword and Inzektor Axe, basically just to pump monsters, just because it does help. Like, if you have a big beater on the field, your opponent really has to have full strike force. That's like the best answer to like everything. But yeah, I played both the sword and the axe, just because I really didn't pull the greatest cards. But it happens when you're playing with Sneak Peek, you'll have a lot of cards that you can't actually use. And so like you try to scramble to find cards that can actually work. And then one Photon Trident. Basically, it's a quick play. It boosts by 700 attack, and it can destroy a set spell or trap card your opponent controls, and destroys it. Pretty good stuff. But there's not really any good traps. There's like that ninja one that lets you basically negate an attack and it ends the battle phase. But that's it for the spells. I played 5 spells. Now on for the monster. Chaolin, the Prophet. It reminds me of Kaiku. He's a really cool card as far as how he looks. But his effect isn't bad too. I mean, you can target once per turn a spell or trap that's set and from your opponent's card zone, and you can take a look at it, and if it is a spell or a trap, that card can't be activated this turn. I mean, if it is a quick play spell, obviously they can just chain it to the effect, but it's not bad though. He's okay. He's 1800 attack, and that's kind of why he's in here. He's just kind of a beater. Now we got one of my favorite cards, Photon Thrasher. Now this is like one of the cards I can use my Photon Trident with. You can just normal summon him at 21, and he's just really good. I'm sorry, you special summon him at 21. So he's really good. You can special summon him, normal summon something else. But yeah, the problem is other monsters besides Photon Thrasher can't attack if he's on the field. But yeah, he's 21, and anytime you can get a bigger beater out in the Sneak Peek, it's just too good. And then we're running one Flame Armor Ninja, just because he's 1700, and you really just need any beat sticks you can possibly get during Sneak Peek. And then next card we got Photon Leo, another card I can use with my photons. I mean, the off chance that my opponent doesn't get over my monsters, I can tribute for it. Another really good card that I think is really good if you happen to pull it. I'm running 2 Earth Armor Ninjas. Just because Armor Ninja, you could just special summon it. He's 1600 attack, and he's basically Cyber Dragon. If your opponent controls a monster and you don't, you just special summon him, and then you tribute for a larger monster. So it's really good. And then we got one Go Giant. So when he attacks, he's switched to defense mode, so it's like a giant orc. So he's 2000, but he's still a pretty good card. And then for the Inzektors, I was playing a few of them, but none of them were really good. I played one Ant, one Centipede, one Giga Weevil, just kind of for the equip mostly. I mean, Centipede, he gets a boost of 1000 when you equip him with the axe. So those are the basic equip. I mean, in Sneak Peek, you're kind of forced to run a lot of bad cards. So these kind of helped out. There was one time where I sacked to set Giga Weevil, and it was pretty good. It's just a really good beater. Really good for defense. And it's the off chance that you equip the sword and the axe to Centipede. Centipede's relatively strong, so it's pretty good. But yeah, obviously this is just Sneak Peek. It's more for fun than anything. Next up, I really like the artwork on this card. It's Familiar Possessed Dark, I believe that's how you say his name. And basically, you summon him and he's 1850, and that's pretty good. It gets over a lot of stuff. It gets over Chaolin, the Ghost Prophet, and another card that a lot of people are running, Vampire Koala. I think the artwork on this card is really cool. Sorry about the glare there, but there's that Vampire Koala. This card's really good. Whenever it inflicts battle damage to your opponent by doing damage with a monster, you gain life points equal to the battle damage inflicted. I mean, life point isn't really too extreme in the sneak peek. I mean, basically, whoever gets a bigger beater out first, they really have an advantage. But this is the last card, and I pulled them out a few times, actually. It's Darkstorm Dragon, and it has an okay effect. I didn't get to use its effect. If you know his effect, I'll read it to you. Basically, it's a Gemini, and that means you have to summon him twice. But once you do summon him, you can send one face-up spell trap card you control to the graveyard to destroy all spell trap cards on the field. And so the combo that I wanted to do, unfortunately, I wasn't able to pull off. But these are the continuous spells, because Photon Trident and the other ones aren't really, you know, they don't get to be face-up on the field. So basically, if I did happen to have an Insector out and have Darkstorm Dragon, I could blow up their back row. There was really no set cards in the game, so I didn't really get to use its effect, but in the off chance, I mean, basically when I got this card out, some people's answers were, obviously this card was just so unfair. Where is it? Full Force Strike, that card was absolutely game-breaking. That was like the card that really made a difference. Another card, there was like, I forgot, it was like some like level 1 insect thing that like special summoned another one, and people would sack for Photon Lead, and they would use Photon Trident, and then that was one way to get over it because it gains 700, then it becomes 28, and that's just a quick way to get over Darkstorm Dragon. But yeah, Darkstorm Dragon was definitely a really good card. Also, that interplanetary dimension like dragon thing that was 2200 attack, that it's special summon when you whenever a monster you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you get a special summon him, and he's a level 5, and he's 2200 attack. So like that card was so good, and there's some like combos with it that were really good. But yeah, so that's my deck profile for the Sneak Peek deck that I was running, just for fun, in case you happen to have Sneak Peek at your local still, and you wanted to see what cards were good. So those are definitely some of the greater cards in there. If you did happen to pull Hornet and Dragonfly and Centipede, you were pretty set. Like, you had a pretty decent combo there. But unfortunately, I didn't pull them, so I just had to trade for them. But thanks for watching, guys, and let me know what are some of the cards that you liked in the Sneak Peek variant when you were playing, because yeah, those are some of the cards I liked. Unfortunately, I didn't pull like everything good. Like, I really wanted to pull the Insectors just to get off the combo. One player, he did get out Dragonfly and Hornet on me once, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, that was in finals. But yeah, that's just been my deck profile. I just wanted to show you guys just for some fun. But thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.